Ahoy hoy, everyone! Welcome back to the Carpool Crowd podcast. I'm Evan in the back seat.
I'm Steven in the passenger.
Driver Bronson.
And we are in Bronson's Jeep yet again.
Yeah.
We just got finished watching Onward,
Come now, brother. Our
Pixar's
destiny awaits.
latest movie.
It was good.
Oh yeah, damn, that was
It
a good
was
movie.
a lot better than I expected.
Yeah, he was very cynical, like he is with almost every movie.
Yeah, he
I was
wasn't expecting it to be very
a
good.
crap movie.
Dude,
I
it's
walked out of there
Pixar.
It's
thinking,
Pixar.
It's Pixar.
I know.
It's Pixar. What
I
did you
don't think
expect?
they've really made a
They've
horrible
never made a
movie.
bad movie. They've never made a really bad movie.
They've
Okay.
made meh movies,
Just
but that's
because-
the lowest bar I have for them.
Just because they make really good movies doesn't mean that they can't screw up on one of them.
Well, yeah,
Well,
they've
yeah.
messed up. For example,
The
Cars
Good
2.
Dinosaur,
People don't like Cars 2. The Good Dinosaur. People don't like that either.
except they did not mess up on the animation front. That one,
Damn.
they had their best water there. Their best
Ugh.
scenery in general, I'd say.
Well,
The Good
this movie
Dinosaur.
visually wasn't their best, in my opinion.
It wasn't the best,
Okay.
but it was still ahead of almost everyone else.
Oh yeah,
'Cause it's
definitely.
Pixar.
It's one of their best movies, in my opinion.
Yeah.
This movie was really good.
Such a good one.
If only it should have kept up with
car.
it could have kept up with the visuals.
Yeah.
Weird ass car. Definitely. I was expecting at least the magical parts to look better.
Shut up.
I mean, it didn't look bad. It just could have looked better.
Yeah.
Like, because I think they were experimenting with ethereal stuff in this one.
Oh,
I
yeah,
can't remember
definitely.
where I heard it, but each
With, like,
movie
the
they
dad-
experiment with something new,
With the dad bod.
and all the magic that they kept shooting out.
I mean, it's a good plot line to experiment with ethereal stuff.
they had
Magic.
so many smoking guns,
Oh yeah.
and they actually like used them.
Uh-huh.
What do you mean by smoking guns?
Here, I'm gonna look this up. It's like I might be using that term wrong. I've said it. Bronson knows what I'm talking about when I
Yeah.
say that, but I don't know if that's right, the right term. Let me look this up.
And I'll just-
Chekhov's gun. Chekhov's gun. That's what
there
it
we
is.
go.
Chekhov's gun is a dramatic principle that states that every element in a story must be necessary and irrelevant elements should be removed. Elements should not appear to make false promises by never coming into play.
For example, a gun on a wall should be shot. That's
Yeah,
it.
if they for example, the camera pans over a gun, it should be
It should be
a
used
good
with-
story.
story would use that later on.
Uh-huh.
It could also be used to establish a setting, but zooming in on the gun alone,
Incredibles 2.
what do you
Underminer.
Okay, how is that relevant?
I don't know.
Okay, well, Chekhov's gun was in there a lot. They definitely use that a lot.
Yeah.
For example, like the yoga, I am a warrior, I think is
Yeah.
what she said.
Yeah.
That is a really good way
I am
to
a
show,
something warrior.
like you said, the women empowerment.
Yeah, they
That's
actually
a
did
good
that
way.
well.
That's a really good way
Captain
of doing
Marvel
that.
did not do it well.
That movie is
They actually
atrocious.
pulled off the feminism thing. From
yeah.
And they didn't
The way it
bring
should
up
be done.
politics because Pixar doesn't bring up politics. That's why I love Pixar.
They're
Pixar and
politically
Nintendo.
neutral.
That's why I have a lot of respect for Pixar and Nintendo.
Yeah.
Mainly that, because they don't get involved in politics.
Yeah. And I love that.
Yeah, they just throw out their crap and then are like, if
So
you don't
these-
like it, you don't like it, you don't have to play it.
They
We
just
don't
do
care.
whatever
Yeah.
they think sounds good.
I think the only reason they made Cars 3 is because Cars 2 was
Because it was
very
that was
overly
easily
hated.
that and Toy Story were like their two top franchises.
Yeah.
So
Incredibles was also up there, I guess.
yeah.
But it wasn't
Incredibles.
necessarily a franchise.
Yeah, it's only two
Because
movies.
Cars, the toys, the actual
Yeah.
car toys, I
They
have a
needed
bunch of those.
merchandising.
Anyway, Onward. Let's go over the 5 points.
Onward.
I'm gonna remind us of the 5 points: animation, voice acting / acting, story,
Audio.
character, and audio.
Woo!
Okay, let's go over audio. No, we'll get to audio. Let's go over voice acting.
Voice acting?
They had some pretty good actors in there.
Yeah, they did.
Tom Holland, Chris Pratt. I don't know many of the others.
The main characters, Tom Holland and Chris Pratt.
Yeah, they did really
so well.
Well,
they were a perfect duo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They worked really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew pretty much as soon as that story. I'll get to that later. I'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah, they were great together. They're like, I'm trying to think, Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones in Men in Black. You guys haven't seen those, but they work together so well.
What's another really good duo in a movie that we've seen? I feel like there was one that was a really good duo.
I'm trying to think. What is another good one?
They were born to act together. There are several movies like that, but I can't think of any of them off the top of my head.
I'm trying to think.
I'll come back to that. Okay.
The Rock and Kevin Hart?
I'm not sure.
Jumanji?
Yeah, because they worked together in like Jumanji and a bunch of other movies.
Oh, yeah. They're a perfect duo. That Jack Black and that other girl I don't remember the name of. And I'm probably never going to.
Yeah, whatever.
Honestly.
But
never gonna remember.
Jack Black is a good actor.
Those movies actually surprised me, but that's not what the point of this movie is.
Yeah.
This video episode.
It's Onward.
Onward.
Onward
Getting
to
off
the
track
next
again.
point.
Onward. Out of 10, giving the voice acting, out of 10, 9.
Yeah.
It fit really well.
Yeah.
But
I don't think I ever rated the last point.
The last point?
The voice acting, the one we just started.
Oh wait, this is only the first point?
This is the first
I thought
one.
we'd already started one. Dang it.
No. Voice acting.
Sorry, give me a break.
We almost went on to story, but we didn't do that yet.
Okay.
So.
Voice acting out of 10, I'll give it a 9 as well.
Because there wasn't anything amazing.
Nah.
But it was really good.
They had a good set of actors.
There was nothing that gave me like chills.
They got so close to 10, and then never actually did anything interesting with the voice acting.
There was nothing that was
there was
really
nothing
good.
new, nothing like
nothing amazing,
surprisingly amazing.
But they did have a good lineup of actors.
Yeah, Tom Holland and Chris Pratt are really good actors.
They were great together.
Yeah.
You know what else worked great?
What?
Visuals.
Oh, the visuals were really good.
Look at that transition. That was a great transition.
Yeah, that was an amazing transition. The visuals, I wasn't all that impressed. It's a Pixar movie. It doesn't look as good as Toy Story 4 looks better, in my opinion.
They improved on the ethereal bits.
Yeah, but it wasn't anything I liked, personally.
The water still looks great.
Yeah, the water looked real. Not that there was much water, but it still looked really good.
That's a given. It's Pixar. That's like their thing.
Water.
Really good water.
How did they do it?
I don't know. They
They're just
need a lot of computer power to do that. So realistically.
Not even like master game companies have that good of water.
Exactly.
It's Greenlight. It's not.
And
sure, Nintendo has gotten pretty.
They don't use their own.
Nintendo has gotten really good at water. Like in Breath of the Wild, that water is really good, but it's not as good as Pixar's water. Pixar has mastered water. This is the weirdest thing to geek about, but their water, dude.
Seriously.
Their water.
It's an important part. And like especially in movies like Finding Nemo, where it's primarily revolving around water.
Their water's so good.
It's important to have good water.
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 But their ethereal stuff, I was not all that impressed with.
No, but that's not really their shtick.
Well, that's the thing, is that I would imagine that because every movie they have they experiment with something animation-wise.
They were definitely experimenting.
I've heard that somewhere. I can't remember where I heard that.
They were definitely experimenting with ethereal stuff.
I've never heard about that until today.
For example, like, I've talked about this before.
Yeah.
like Cars, for example, I think they experimented with reflective stuff.
Yeah, reflective stuff.
And then Toy Story was just a movie. Like they were just experimenting
with animation in general.
I think Cars 3 was just, I think they got a new engine or something like that. I don't know. It definitely, Cars 3 looks so good.
Oh, yeah.
It looks amazing.
I think Toy Story 4 was experimenting with light, because they had so many lights in the carnival place.
Oh, yeah.
I lost my train of thought. Onward?
Finding Nemo did water.
I mean, it's not that their ethereal stuff was bad.
No, it's definitely better than other people.
It was really good, but I wasn't impressed.
Yeah, it wasn't outstanding.
I'm not disappointed. I'm just... It works,
it
I guess.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Give it a 7.
Visuals? Not...
7.
I'd rate it much higher. 8.5 at least.
True. That is good. It's Pixar.
Pixar?
Visuals?
8.5. Yeah, visually, it was really good, but there was nothing I was impressed with.
I'm gonna leave it at average and just put 7.
You know what? I might raise it actually to like
8.5.
8.
To me, it's 8.5.
Fine.
So average.
I'll raise it to 7.5. Meaning
average is 8. All right.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna go with sound design.
Sound design? I liked it.
The sound design. I mean, the music could have been better. The music wasn't the.
There were parts that did really fit though.
Yeah, for example, the van scene where the dad was dancing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was hilarious.
That was great.
I didn't find it all that funny, but it worked for the movie.
Dad legs.
Jinx.
Jinx is a joke. You owe me a Dr. Pepper because Coke sucks. Unless it's real sugar.
Coke isn't that bad. I just had Coke. Oh, by the way, what drinks did you guys get? I got Coke Cherry Vanilla. Hashtag not sponsored.
Dr. Pepper with a little bit of cherry Dr. Pepper in there.
What'd you get, Steven?
Yes.
We also got popcorn like we do every single movie.
I got.
You got everything.
I got milk. I got.
You got milk.
No, I did not get any milk. I got mellow yellow limeade.
Sounds like a piss joke. It really does.
Really does.
Mellow yellow.
Mellow.
Yeah, you feel all mellow after you let out your yellow.
There was nothing like the dragon could have had better roars, in my opinion.
I did like the head. The
was
introduction was flawless.
Okay, back to animation for a second. That was hilarious. That was genius.
The comedic timing in this movie was
it's
great.
on point. It is so good.
They had it down.
They had it down to a science. It was so good.
They had a great foreshadowing moment that you don't even realize is foreshadowing.
Yeah.
It's virtually none of it you realize is foreshadowing. Except for the obvious, like, the journal. That was very obvious foreshadowing.
Yeah. They have this dragon plastered, like, painted to the wall.
Yeah.
And it's a wall made of stone. You don't think anything of it.
Chekhov's gun.
And then suddenly...
It's so good.
There's a friggin' dragon made of stone, and its freaking face is the face of that very dragon. And that dragon's like super derpy. So this dragon, there's just supposed to be this huge menacing thing, turns around and he's got the derpiest face in the world.
That was so beautiful. Oh, that was great.
I love how even when he got angry, the eyebrows.
Yeah, the eyebrows just broke off.
I was expecting it to have actual eyes, but the fact that it made those the eyes made it so much better. I'm like, oh, why does it not have real eyes? And then it did that, and I'm like, oh, okay, it doesn't need it. It's exempt from my criticism. That was hilarious.
Another thing that was great was, this is the really subtle part, but when she's like yelling and stuff, the Manticore is yelling and stuff, and then there's the guy sipping his soup in the background.
Oh, that was hilarious.
That was great.
That was hilarious.
Like, it's so subtle, but it's great.
Perfect comedic timing.
That was
so good.
I love that scene.
Okay. For sound design, there was nothing amazing.
Nothing amazing.
But
pretty good.
Out of 10.
7.
7.5. 7.5.
I'll go 7.
I'll go 7.
Okay, 7. Average 7.
7.25.
We always talk about this. I don't care. Average 7.
Fine.
Don't do the math this time. When
7.25.
editing a previous video, that was like a minute, and that was obnoxious
I know.
to listen
Do the
to.
math.
Don't you fucking dare!
I already know the math.
What
It's
is
not
it?
accurate. It's not right.
7.25.
No, it is not.
It's not 7.25.
If you go between
7 plus 7 plus 7.
Oh!
21.
If it was
Plus
7
5,
and 7.5,
we're going between the
it
two
would
numbers.
be 7.25. But there's another 7, so it would be 7 and a third.
7.
No, because that's bigger.
7.5.
It would be 7.
We don't do
and-
that. We go between the two
Divided
numbers.
by 3. It's 7.16 repeated.
That's a lot of devils.
Damn it. Demons. Devils? Same difference.
Devils. Yeah. Fine. It's that number.
Okay. Now we're going to move on to the more serious ones. We already went over 3 of them, right? There was character. Let's go over story. Characters, I think, is the most important one of the 3.
Yeah.
So story. The story, I actually really liked the story. There were. I think one of my favorite scenes was I can't remember how to pronounce it. The van goes into the cliff.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite scenes in the movie.
That was glorious.
And I
dismount.
I saluted, and then the guy salutes, and I'm like, yeah. Like in the theater, I'm just sitting there saluting.
Oh, great.
And then I can't remember their names for the life of me.
All 3 of us ended up
I just say Chris Pratt and Tom Holland.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say the Chris Pratt guy and the
And
Tommy Holland.
His female
Tommy.
car.
Brady.
Sure.
Or Bradley or Bradley or whatever.
Not
Bradley?
even close. Not even close.
It was Barley because he was named after a plant.
Oh yeah,
I was close.
His name starts with an L, right? Tom Holland's character?
I think it
Lopper.
was Ian.
No. Oh yeah, it was Ian.
Ian.
Ian and Barley. Ian and Barley. I can't remember the last names, and I don't care to remember.
Barley.
Ian and Barley.
Right, I
You
don't
said
remember
Ian
it.
and Barley.
Ian.
Fuck
and-
you, Steven.
Ian and Barley.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, I do.
Elf. There
Ian
we go.
and Barley. And Dad and Mom and stepdad.
Dad legs.
Dad legs?
Dad legs.
Dad
and
legs.
crazy annoying police centaur.
Dad bod
Ishizoku,
legs.
Dad bod.
Dead leg bod.
interspecies-
Okay.
Interspecies dating.
Yeah,
The
interspecies
story was.
breeding.
I like how it
Breeding?
went back to.
Breeding.
I like how it went back to where it started.
Yeah.
That's a really good way to tell a story, is to go back to where you started. Always. That's always a good way to tell a story.
I love it.
Jinx again.
We didn't do it at the same time. It was really close. It wasn't the same time.
Okay, fine. I'll listen back and I'm gonna be sure. I'm
Do it.
gonna hear it.
Do it.
Anyway, fuck.
I
I lost my train of thought, damn it.
You heard what?
I keep doing that.
I rate it.
No, I still have more to talk about with the
Yeah.
story. There were
to
some
talk
parts that really bugged me. I really liked the part where they were crossing the bridge.
Yeah.
That part was just freaking me out. I
With
knew
air quotes.
I knew. Okay, here's the big thing that bugged me. He had so much plot protection.
Yeah.
I knew he was going to be fine.
Like when all the stuff was falling on him.
Yeah, and then there was just
And
a
it all
ring
just-
around him.
It was like a building.
And when he didn't fall into the pit.
Yeah. It still caught you off guard.
It was still full of a lot of tension because I
Yeah.
didn't know exactly what was going to happen.
I knew he was going to make it.
It made me really nervous, but
Yeah.
I knew he had plot protection. I knew he was going to be fine.
Yeah, but just how he would be fine.
Yeah.
Was the question.
So, I also liked the dynamic between I'll get to that in character. I keep saying things ahead before
Shame
I
on
get
you.
to it.
Ahead before.
Oh man, my train of thought is not here today, guys. I'm
It got
sorry.
derailed.
It was derailed a while ago, and then every now and then it's just like, I'm gonna lick the track a little bit, and then it goes back away.
I'm going to lick the truckle.
Yeah, you know what I mean, though. Fun, stupid analogy, but it makes sense.
It works.
Analogy or metaphor? Same difference.
It's a metaphor because you never used like.
No, that's a simile. Simile
Like,
uses
that's
like
simile.
and as.
I know.
That's definitely simile.
It's a metaphor because you never used like as, like or as.
Well, sure, Steven. Sure, Steven. Sure.
You guys.
Sure.
You know what? I could say more, but my train of thought isn't here. So out of 10,
It's not looking
story
at the tracks anymore.
Yeah,
Nine
he
and
left
a
it at the
half.
station.
9.5, almost 10 because of the plot protection.
Yeah.
Almost 10.
Yeah, I'll probably give it a 9.
I'll give it a 9.
That movie was...
Do the math.
Fuck! No! That would be...
9.16666.
Okay, you did the math.
Yeah.
Okay, you remembered the math from before.
Let's do it again.
Okay, now on to the most important one in my opinion. Character.
Character.
Ian was... They were both very relatable characters.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
all of them were relatable characters, I would say.
And-
The mom actually.
I mean,
played
I
the
can't
mom.
breathe fire.
Sure,
Dad's ways weren't very
Barley was
relatable.
an asshole every now and then.
Yeah.
And he was very, very reckless.
Oh,
So when he was crossing
He's
the bridge,
driving.
that made me so nervous,
I
especially at
know.
how fast he was going. I'm like, dude, he's gonna fucking fall. He's so reckless.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I also liked how it was very
legs.
obvious foreshadowing with his journal. That was very, very obvious
Yeah.
foreshadowing to what was going to happen later on in the movie. So when it happened, I wasn't that surprised, but it worked for his character though.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
part where he was checking off boxes I think the
With the
notebook,
flashbacks.
the whole notebook thing kind of bugged me about the movie, but it didn't ruin the movie for me. It just really bugged me.
It just took it down a little bit.
Yeah. But Ian had a very good character arc,
Uh-huh.
as did Barley.
They both did.
The mom had... I don't think she had much of a character arc, in my opinion.
No,
Neither
she
did
didn't.
Dad
Nor
legs.
did the Manticore
Or dad legs.
Or dad legs.
or Stepdad.
I mean,
really.
Manticore kind of did. Went from being this store owner,
You know what? You got a point.
and
But
she
the mom...
became fearless again.
The mom...
The mom was... I mean, she did become super brave at the end. But...
Was she not before?
That
mean,
Manticore never gave
she
back the sword. to
didn't
the
really
pawn
have a
shop.
chance to be brave in the very beginning.
Well, it's technically her sword, so...
I know.
Yeah, it is her
And she
sword.
hiked up the price, so...
She still sold it.
If you guys ever wanted to know which of
trying
us
to
is
do?
which...
I don't
Okay,
know.
our most distinguishing feature. Steven is Baldo. Bronson is... He still has...
boyo.
He's the tallest of us, but he still has the bottom thing of his braces. He's probably going to get them
I'm gonna
off.
get
by
off pretty soon.
By the time you see him, he's probably going to have them off, if you ever see him.
Yeah.
And me...
You're generic.
I don't have any distinguishing features.
You are the person in the middle.
Yeah, I'm...
You are just
Me and Steven are
the
about the same
average
height.
between all of us.
I don't know. I can't remember which one of us was taller.
You.
If either
You're
one of us
slightly
was taller.
taller.
Yeah, I'm the shortest
You're
one
slightly
here.
taller.
Bronson's very...
shortest.
You're in the middle in
Bronson's
age.
the
You're the middle in
watchtower.
height. You're the middle in like
Oh,
everything.
what was that one show that you watched that had the like 3 ladies, old ladies? Was it 3 or 4?
With
There's
the Golden
5.
Girls.
5?
Yeah.
I saw
It's
another.
Golden
I saw
Girls.
another guy with that with a similar shirt. I don't know if it was the same one.
Was it pink? Was it bright pink?
It was bright pink. I noticed it
Perfect.
immediately.
The brighter the pink is, the better.
This is not.
We didn't finish with... Yeah, because you're
The
lame.
for Barley. Barley's character arc, I think, was my favorite. I didn't care for as much for Ian's. I think Barley's definitely my favorite. At first, I thought he was an asshole, and he was just gonna help. Because Ian was very obviously... Okay, the end fight scene was really badass. My favorite part of that was when you could see him from behind just holding the staff and he was floating.
Yeah.
That was really cool. I also liked how the lightning, they kept telling us like, do the lightning, do the lightning, do the lightning, and then he doesn't do the lightning.
It doesn't
And
work
then eventually
until
it works.
The very end.
Yeah. And then
Let's see. I expected Ian to see the dad though.
Yeah, that's what
I mean, he did see him, but he didn't meet him. Just saw him from a distance.
Mm-hmm.
Which...
That also bugged me a little bit. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it's a different way to end a movie.
I guess. Yeah. It did bug me just a little bit. It's like, I don't...
So he didn't have perfect plot protection.
I don't necessarily agree with what he did, but...
Ring of concrete.
That was probably the most awkward part of the movie, in my opinion. Was that there.
I agree.
If you also notice how Barley was, like, tearing up when he thought that Ian was going to fall into the crevasse.
Crevasse.
I'm just going to call
it
that.
Crevasse.
La crevasse. That's what I was referencing.
I knew it.
If you guys know what that is, you are cultured.
Yeah, he doesn't know what it is because he's lame.
La crevasse.
La crevasse.
I'm just going on a tour of
the Flex Trek 37 Trillion Whip Snake Edition.
Whip Snake.
Just going on a tour of the Grand Canyon, if you know what I mean.
Flex Trek.
Sure.
37 Trillion Whip Snake Edition.
Did you not see that meme?
Whip Snake.
No, I haven't.
You should watch the Whip Snake.
Earth-chan.
Oh, yeah, I remember now. Earth-chan.
Like, spammed it in the Discord.
No, I just
in the wrong channel.
Still.
And then I moved them all to the right channel, where I sent them all, like at the same time.
Character arc, out of 10. I'm probably going to rate each one individually.
No, don't do that.
No, I'm going to rate it overall, but for me, I'm going to go real fast. Out of 10, individually. Barley was 10 out of 10. Ian, 9 out of 10. The mom, 8 out of 10. 7 out of 10. The Manticore, 8 out of 10.
Woo!
The rest of them had no character arc.
Dad's legs.
Dad legs.
0.
10 out of 10.
5 out of 10 because only half the body. Half the body.
He did get the rest of his body. That is true.
6 out of 10 because
he went from no body to half a body to his full body.
So 5 out of 10 until the very end he got 10 out of 10.
He got a body arc.
He got
bad body arc.
And then he lost it all.
Okay, overall 9 out of 10.
Woo!
8.5 out of 10.
I can agree with that.
I'd go 9.
I'll go 8.
9.
Let's do the math.
9.
No, fuck off.
Math.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
No.
Steven, go fuck yourself.
No.
Steven, stop. Stop it right now. Steven! Steven! Stop!
8.6.
I hate you.
Yes, you do.
8.7.
8.6.
Because you rounded up.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit.
6.
I don't give a shit.
8 and 2/3. Shut up.
Isn't like 0.1666 a fraction or something? Don't worry about it. Don't look it up.
It's a decimal.
Please, for the love of fuck.
It's so easy to piss you off.
I'm not pissed. I'm kind of. It's for comedic effect.
Is it?
It's making you laugh.
Is it? I
don't know. Is it?
I laugh whenever my dad gets pissed at my brother. So
same, dude.
So, and that's not meant for comedic effect.
I don't. My dad gets pissed at my brother, and I'm running away.
Anyway.
Oh, I just laugh.
I'm gonna give the movie overall, out of 20, 19 out of 20. It wasn't perfect, but mainly because of the plot protection. The visuals weren't astounding. They were good, but they weren't astounding. And the story, that was one other thing. The sound wasn't that amazing.
Yeah.
It was good, but it wasn't astounding, similar to the visuals.
I did like some of the ways they did the scenes, though, with the going to visuals. Like some scenes were totally badass.
I also like the Raven Point. That was clever. That was clever.
That was very clever.
I really wasn't thinking
that.
About
reminded me of that.
Until we thought of that.
If you've played Breath of the Wild, there's this one part in the desert area where there's a woman with a sword pointing out. That reminded me of that a lot.
Yeah.
And that was...
What if it's a reference?
Breath of the Wild is a masterpiece, by the way. But...
He digresses.
How about you? Out of 13, Steve Bronson?
12.
12? Okay.
12.
Respectable. Out of 64, Steven?
10, because he went in very cynical.
2 out of 64. It did worse than Arctic Dogs.
Oh, yeah.
That wasn't a real rating. Let's see. I'd give it more of a 58.
58?
Ooh, tad lower than I expected. No, knowing you, I should have expected that.
You generally rate things lower.
The 58
but that's
is extremely high.
It's not that high, but sure. Okay, now that we've rated this, we can talk about no, we have 2 more criteria. One I've just come up with, but we're gonna go into rewatchability. I'm gonna give this the highest I've given any other movie is about 5 times.
Yeah.
I've rewatched that several times.
So would I.
I really liked that movie.
I'm going to do it.
Not so good. It's not so good that if I watched it several times, I'd get like sick of how cool it is. It's like, oh yeah, it's great, but I don't want to watch it several times. This movie wasn't a masterpiece. It was just good enough that I could watch it several times.
I'm going to watch it several times.
Oh, I definitely.
I'm going with my parents. I'm going to go with my parents.
Okay.
I will punch you in the nose.
What do you think, Steven?
You can't follow
5 is just an estimated range of like that. I probably get sick of it after that many times.
You want to try me?
How about you, Bronson? Would you say about 5 or so?
Yeah.
5 is just a guesstimate. How about you, Steven? How many times would you rewatch this movie?
Maybe 2, 3 times.
All right.
I can't rewatch movies.
Okay, now,
yeah.
here's the new criteria I came up with today. Recommendation. I highly recommend this movie. I highly recommend this movie for anyone who wants to watch a good Pixar movie, or a good movie, period. This is a movie I highly recommend.
That's your drink. Oh, that's my drink that you're using.
Ooh. I really, really, really want...
my drink.
What was that game? What was that game that he was playing? It was Quests of Yore or something
Quest
like that?
of Yore.
Is that what it was called? It was Quests of Yore, I think. Stop fighting.
He keeps pressing my buttons.
Stop fighting.
Beep, boop, beep.
Seriously, though, I do want Quests of Yore. I think that's what it was called.
Yeah.
I would love to play that game.
It seems like a mix of Magic and D&D.
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, it doesn't really talk about any gameplay all that much, but...
No, not at all, but we could probably just, like, guess how it would play.
Going off of, like...
D&D.
Character cards.
The magic system is terrible in that movie. It was really bad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, you can't lie while you're more, like, you look like another person. It's like...
It's like a truth serum. Except you're not forced to lie.
kind of stupid. Also, like, you have to truly invest yourself in, like, casting certain magic. Especially the lightning one, which is the strongest one. That doesn't make sense. Why is the lightning one the strongest, the most overpowered?
There could be more. I'd say
D&D has way stronger power.
Yeah.
Not that I know of, but I'm willing to bet they have much stronger ones. I can't name any off the top of my head.
I'd say the bringing people back to life for a day is probably stronger than the lightning, honestly.
Probably stronger.
If it's enough to break the crystal, then I'd say that's the most powerful that they showed in the movie. So, yeah, I mean...
I do want to play Quest of Yore.
Yeah, that would be fun. They should make it into a game.
The entire movie's just an
If any of you make board games and role-playing games...
And card games.
Make that game.
Please.
Make it.
Please. Like a D&D stone.
And then send it to us.
Yes.
Hearth and D.
We can be like, Unbox Therapy.
And we'll actually do like a recorded
therapy?
video and show our
Yeah.
faces.
I don't know,
Actually show
some
our
YouTuber
faces.
my brother watches where he opens stuff.
And
Okay,
calls it
weird.
therapy.
I guess.
Is it like ASMR?
No, like he takes, I don't know, a prototype of the newest Samsung and checks it out.
I don't get how that could be therapeutic at all.
I don't know either. That's just what his channel's called.
It's unboxing as.
It seems misleading to me.
I know.
Seems
I don't
like
know.
false
I
advertising.
mean, you could probably watch it and see if it's therapeutic in any way.
If it has ASMR, maybe, I guess.
I find ASMR generally to be
There's
obnoxious.
some ASMR that's good, there's some ASMR that drives me
Most of it
insane.
drives me insane. Like
Especially,
scratching stuff.
That ASMR drives me nuts.
Door
I don't
ASMR.
know what door ASMR?
Window ASMR.
Spaghetti ASMR. Have you seen that?
No, I
Dry
have not.
spaghetti ASMR. You have to see it. It's so good. Oh, he's doing the weirdest
Are you
shit.
falling asleep?
He
We're
does the-
not in astronomy class.
He does the weirdest shit with dry spaghetti noodles. Like, for example, he breaks it on his head.
Ow, that's
And then he
what
goes,
it is.
like, he stands them up in a row.
I think I have seen that actually.
And then he goes,
I
whoop,
have seen that.
on a table.
I have seen
Kind of
that.
like, yeah.
Like he has all these things to break it.
The weirdest things.
Yeah.
The weirdest things.
I've seen
That is the
before.
weirdest ASMR ever.
I have seen that. Oh, that's great.
Such weird ass ASMR, man.
Oh yeah, but like the slime crap, my brother watches those and they drive me insane.
Let me guess, he sends it all to you?
No, he when I'm like watching a show or something, he'll come out with his volume all the way up and he'll be listening to his stupid slime ASMR and it's like
Oh yeah, my brother will play computer games and watch a movie. He's watching the movie with one headphone in,
my
and he
mom
has
does
his
that, but it's
volu-
looking at
his
Instagram.
computer volume all the way up, so everyone can hear what's going
That-
on.
Yeah, that's like my mom with her Instagram. She plays her videos and stuff at full volume while she's watching a show, I'm watching a show, my dad's watching a show. She just doesn't care. And then when I say something about it, she's like, "Stop being a hurtful."
How is that hurtful?
Exactly, like
I need to be
you need to
around.
stop complaining.
Dude, I need to be around your parents more often. I need to
I kind of want to see
understand
your
what you're
parents
talking about.
are, because my parents.
Oh
are
no, they
completely
act
different.
perfectly fine when they're guests.
Sure.
So like I doubt you're gonna see them like that.
My mom, if I say, "Hey, mom, can you turn off the volume?" My mom will go, "Okay." And
I always have to
and
physically go up and turn
My
it off.
mom kind of
Instead of pl-
my
instead of
mom
turning
kind
off
of
the volume-
spites me, and then she's like, "Okay, fine."
Instead of turning off the volume, she might do
like-
something
like-
like plug in headphones.
That's what I do.
So I don't actually have to hear the
I
volume.
wish my parents did that.
My brother is the only one who will piss me off by leaving the volume on to the point where I have to put headphones in, and just to annoy him, turn the volume all the way up.
My brother.
That's
does
what
that.
I do that sometimes. When my mom's like watching her video, I'll turn the volume on the TV up. Just keep going up and up.
Because your TV's gonna
I'm
overpower
like,
her phone.
I can play this game as well.
Your TV's gonna overpower
What movie
her
are we
phone.
watching next?
Exactly.
What movie are we watching next?
I don't know.
Sonic! No, let's not
I
watch
don't want to
Sonic.
watch.
We've already
Sonic
watched
again.
Sonic.
I don't want to watch Sonic again,
Here,
please.
how about the
Not-
next
not for a
video
podcast
we
episode.
do this
Depends. Let me see what movies are
We
coming
do-
out next.
thing? No, instead of
We
a
can play
movie.
this during
Let's
this
do-
podcast. Let's give a spoiler.
I have
or
an idea.
Teaser.
Why don't you guys have been wanting me to watch SpongeBob for a long time? So
Yeah.
how about we watch one episode of SpongeBob and one episode of one anime I want to watch. One anime of my choosing.
I mean, I guess.
Would that
We need
would
to
that?
find time to do
But
it,
that's the
though.
thing is that would that correlate per season?
Per season.
Yeah, per season. Are there the same amount of episodes in SpongeBob as there are in an
No,
anime?
if we run out of one of them, then we can just move on to another anime.
Oh well, then we'd have to stop halfway through.
Yeah.
Halfway through SpongeBob?
No, you're anime. We're gonna go all the way through SpongeBob. There's no way we're stopping.
If we're going all the way through SpongeBob, then there's no way we're gonna end up. No anime that I know of other than One Piece, as far as I know, has that many episodes. Because like My Hero Academia even has only like 103.
But only the first 3 seasons in the first movie. Nothing else.
Okay, how many
Unless you
episodes
want
is
to.
that?
I have no
All of
idea.
them.
Look up how many episodes the first 3
Um,
seasons of SpongeBob.
I don't want the Playmobil movie. We're gonna
Fuck.
watch that though.
Gonna
watch that at some
Playmobil. When is it out in
Um,
theaters? When does it?
It's
not-
already out.
It's not airing. No.
It was out last
When
year.
does it stop airing?
I think it's already stopped airing because it did horrible. But you can rent
Oh,
it
yeah, I
out and
wouldn't-
it's on
I'm not
Netflix and
surprised.
stuff. I
I
think.
mean, it doesn't look that bad.
It doesn't look too bad.
No, like visually, it doesn't look bad. But
Not as good as the
story-wise-
Lego
But
movie.
story what? Yeah, that
Lego movie was.
the first one was amazing. How
I-
good it looked,
I mean, all of them looked really good.
in my opinion. It kind of just went down with each one.
Let me see.
Not just visually, but story-wise, it went meh. Lego Movie 2 was really bad.
Yeah, I didn't
the
like it.
The Ninjago movie was also pretty bad. The Lego Batman movie was okay. It was okay.
How many movies? What am I typing in?
Okay, so My Hero Academia is like at 85 to 88. 22 is airing right now, and that'll be the 85th episode. So yeah, at the end of this latest season, we'll be at 88 episodes.
Let's see, Bob.
So I'm pretty sure the first season only had 13.
First season has 20 episodes. I want to see what the average is. Let's see. Series episodes. Season 1 has 20 episodes. Blah,
Yep,
blah, blah.
already said that. Yep.
I'm trying to find it. Well, I mean, they're 2-part, I think. No, there's 2 parts to each episode. There's 2 parts to them. Season 2 also has 20 episodes.
Watch season 3 has 20.
Watches it has 21. Just to spite us. That's not what I'm looking for.
So, 60 episodes of
Season
SpongeBob?
3, 20 episodes. Yep.
60 episodes.
Oh, that's
Technically 120.
Yeah. And then there's the first movie, so 61. I mean, 61, I'd say.
How long is one episode on average, would you say?
I'd say...
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Let me look, actually. It might say.
Ba-ba-da-ba-da.
Runtime.
What if I do Assassination Classroom?
Doesn't say. Let's see. I'm gonna look it up really quickly. So like 30 minutes.
Per episode?
Well, because there's 2 parts to each one.
Oh shoot, my Wi-Fi died.
Damn, that's a marathon that we have to do. Like a
Oh yeah.
several day marathon.
Oh yeah.
Over the summer. We're doing that over the summer.
Oh yeah. Definitely. We're definitely doing
We're going to
that.
preserve like a week.
So
Just for the
Assassination Classroom
podcast.
is 47 episodes in total.
Yeah, not enough.
And then
47?
we could watch Anohana, which has like 13. That'd be exactly 60.
We could do that.
And then I could drag you along to watch like My Hero Academia 2 Heroes or something.
The
We could
movie.
actually
Just start
watch
straight with the movie.
We do the first episode of SpongeBob and the first movie of My Hero and the second movie of My Hero.
Yes.
That'd be weird.
Apparently they play them every Saturday.
Most of the movies are not canon, so we can literally just watch them and you guys don't need much context.
Perfect. We need to find a way to get a Saturday. We need to find a Saturday.
Saturday
'Cause
a
apparently
week.
they only play on Saturdays.
My Hero
No.
Academia.
The movie at the theater.
What movie?
The My Hero Academia movie.
Are we going to watch that?
I mean, it depends on if we can get a Saturday, if we can all have a Saturday available. Which I doubt it.
Saturdays, that's weird.
I know, right? But
That's so weird.
I've worked 2 Saturdays so far. Those are the only times I've seen them being played the entire week. So, and it's only 1 showing every Saturday. So we need to find out how to get that
one
exact
showing every
yeah,
Saturday?
but no one goes to it. So,
No wonder. I'm not surprised nobody goes to it. It's
because
one showing every damn Saturday.
yeah, I mean Saturday's pretty open for people.
But only one showing every Saturday?
Yeah. But like, usually there's 0 people that go to it. So
Yeah, because only one showing every Saturday.
still, you'd think that there would be people going to it. There were the first showing of it. There were a bunch of people that went. A bunch of my coworkers went.
Okay.
So, what are we watching first?
What are we watching next?
Next.
Yeah.
Probably
I
an
don't know
episode of
yet.
SpongeBob and
Look up the movies again.
an episode
Give
of
me a
Eskimo.
list.
Yeah, let me find a
I want to
list
put.
of
I have
upcoming
a
movies.
list on my phone that I'm gonna make. There's this new SpongeBob
To
movie.
watch.
Oh, and the new
movies coming
SpongeBob
out.
movie makes 62, so we can watch the first My Hero Academia movie first.
What date does Trolls 2 come out? Let's see. I don't care if it... Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. April 10th. That's not next week. Let's see. Is there one that's coming out next week?
I love how my phone corrects
Yeah.
SpongeBob and it capitalizes
Next
the first B.
Week. Onward's already out.
Yep, we just watched Onward.
Is it out of theaters?
Go back to China. I don't know what that is.
That sounds fucking stupid.
It
That
does.
sounds also kind of racist.
It does.
I bet
it's probably about like discrimination or something.
It probably has to do with World War II.
World War II.
That was Japan.
That was Japan.
Japanese. They were against the Japanese.
I mean, then again, people generally say
It was pretty.
use
They were.
Asians as either
They
Chinese
were. They
or
were.
Japanese.
They were pretty racist.
Like you don't hear people say South Korean all that
If
much.
they looked
either say
mildly Asian, I would
Chinese,
throw them in
Japanese.
jail. So
or Asian.
they were pretty racist. So.
Yeah.
That's.
It was-
really bad.
It was the 30s, so they were pretty racist.
It was in general a really bad time for America.
Bad time in history. Period.
Bloodshot. Oh yeah.
Should've-
That's based on a comic book.
Bloodshot.
Let me see. Bloodshot. It has Vin Diesel in it. So
Wait, what's that one movie coming out that has to do with like the next generation of mutants?
New Mutants?
The New Mutants.
Dude, you basically just said the title.
Well, fuck me then.
Yes. Where?
What? Oh, this is new.
No, I'm not doing it.
Let's
I'd
see,
never
what
do
time
that.
does this come out? Let me see what time it comes out. Bloodshot.
Don't understand why I
Comes
responded
out
so easily.
March
What is
13th.
that? What are you touching? What is that? Is that a magic wand? What the hell is that?
Wait. Never, rarely, sometimes, always.
Yeah, no thanks.
What?
That sounds stupid.
It does.
I don't care for
I
that.
still believe.
Also sounds dumb.
The Hunt. I swear, there are like a bunch of movies named The Hunt.
I wouldn't know. I've never heard that name.
Blah blah blah. 12 strangers wake up in a clearing. They don't know what they are.
What
where
movie is
they
that?
are,
What
or
movie
how
is
they
this?
got there.
What
The
movie?
Hunt.
Oh, well, I don't care.
Well, I'm looking.
I want
at
other
what it
movies. I don't
is.
want a plot summary.
Well, I'm seeing what it is. Maybe the plot summary will make it sound decent.
What?
Inside the Rain.
Ow.
Sounds
What's the
dumb.
point?
Just one more kiss.
Ow.
Yeah,
Oh,
Steven.
that hurt.
Stop.
Guess what?
No,
Another
that's the-
Romeo and Juliet ripoff.
What is
What
it?
is it?
Just one more kiss.
Well,
That doesn't sound like a Romeo and Juliet, at least.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the one on Netflix about the seals was worse.
I have no idea what you're talking
Yeah, you don't.
about. I don't want to know what you're talking about.
It's
I'm
dumb.
also kind of
It's
curious.
Not good.
Yeah,
I mean,
not.
It's
I
Romeo and Juliet sealed with a kiss. Terrible. Made by a good.
Oh no!
made by a good
Sealed with a kiss.
It's made with a good by a good animator,
but a terrible
but
storyteller.
it's a terrible story.
Like
It's
how
dumb.
bad?
It was just him. You need other people to work on a movie to bounce ideas off of. That's
Okay.
what I'm just saying.
Sure.
Let's see, lost transmissions, blah blah blah.
Steven,
shy
what are you doing?
songwriter.
Are you doing some sort of innuendo?
Misbehavior. Wow, guess what the whole plot summary of Misbehavior is? Set in London in 1970 about the Miss World competition. That's the whole thing.
I assume it's about feminism.
I don't know.
Whoa!
I have no
what a
idea.
Great plot summary.
That's the only thing that's in the plot summary.
What a great plot summary.
The dog doc.
Wow.
Why don't we
Sounds
just
stupid.
do the idea with
The Informer. That one actually.
No, we're just
watched
looking
the
up.
trailer for
Mo,
The
when are we
Informer.
gonna watch this shit, Steven?
Mondays.
We're gonna watch a whole marathon, several hours of episodes.
No.
Summertime.
We do the first one, and then one of mine, and then we do an episode.
So in other words, like 2 hours of episodes.
We already watch 2 hours of movies every day.
I want to go see The Informer. I
Every
heard.
Monday.
Let's see. Dumb. Tuscaloosa. Sounds dumb.
I don't think we're gonna get another movie that we're familiar with.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't have much else to talk about. We might end the episode soon.
Why don't we talk about the new D&D thing that we're gonna start?
Yeah, let's talk about D&D.
We're not playing D&D. Okay.
Fine. The new RPG.
Also,
tabletop RPG.
This is only a teaser for now, because I need a long period of preparation. But
we can introduce our characters and stuff.
We're gonna do that when we start the RPG for the season, the RPG season. Okay. Oh, I had something in my throat. Okay. I'm working on a new RPG that these guys, including a guest that we will talk about later, hopefully. We'll have to see if the guest can join us.
Boyo.
Boyo.
He's going to join us for this RPG that I am designing. I have never GM'd an RPG, let alone create an entire system on my own. So this is going to be a learning experience. I hope it's going to be fun.
Video game and podcast. We've never done any of those.
This is the furthest I've gone with any of my projects. I'm going to be honest.
I'd say the podcast is the furthest.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The podcast, is the furthest I've ever gone with any of my projects.
Yeah.
And I'm putting all... Because
video game kind of died.
I wanted to do this...
Terraria mod kind of died.
Because that's the thing, is I've only worked on those things for like a month or two.
What?
This is the longest I've been passionate about a project.
You guys need to
that I've actually started.
Because it seems like the easiest thing to pull off.
Not only that, but I usually get demotivated by other projects I start. Not that I don't want to finish them, it's just I'm going and then I'm because I run into a roadblock that I can't figure out how to get past.
You're still lightly working on PA.
Yeah, every now and then I go back into that project. I'm not going to talk about it on podcast because I want that to be. I want there to be a lot of secrets.
It has an angel.
Sure.
Are you sure about that? It's known as Project Angel, not
I know.
that it actually has an
Bruh.
angel.
Sure.
Whatever.
But this is definitely the furthest I've gotten because we started recording the podcast, and none of these episodes are from this time. But we started recording the podcast back in November of last year.
I think so.
We've had to scrap a good few episodes because they didn't have the correct title. We were going by a different title, and 2 because they were bad, like really bad.
Click it or ticket.
Yeah, we were going by I think it's a trademark.
It's click it or ticket. It's trademarked.
Click it or ticket. We could not.
No,
use.
that not click it or ticket. That one wasn't trademarked.
Yes,
it was
It was click it or ticket.
Click it or ticket is trademarked.
There was another one that was trademarked too.
Yeah, that I think we were going to.
It was.
No, I could have sworn it was just click it or ticket.
No, there was another one.
Anyway, that's definitely
what it
true.
was.
Click it, or get the fuck off our podcast.
That's
Well,
what
if
it
they
should
don't- if
be.
they don't
Who
click
needs
and-
carpool crowd when you can do click it or get the fuck off our podcast? Best podcast name.
I wouldn't be saying the name very often.
Nor would I, honestly.
Neither would I. It's a mouthful.
But we could just shorten it to listen to our fucking podcast.
True, we could.
Not necessarily shorten it, but you know what I mean.
Paraphrase.
It doesn't matter.
Vulnerable.
So, we don't have much else to talk about, really.
Yeah.
I liked
Why don't we
Onward.
Okay.
Why don't we fix... Okay.
This RPG, all I'm going to say is that
You're role-playing it.
I'm excited. We've already decided on the characters.
Phil.
Bronson's needs work. Like
Bronson's need a
work.
lot of work.
A lot of work. He just needs to go.
Because they can't handle my beautiful construction
His is
worker.
his is an app. His is an ass wipe. That's for sure. Steven's is not that I like favoritism, but Steven's is my favorite right now. So, Caden's is my second favorite. Bronson.
Kind of feels like he's trying to take my character away from me, but okay.
Yeah, I really need to pull back on that.
Yeah. I'm not stopping him, which is probably part of the problem. But
You should stop him.
I've
Yell at him.
actually started getting
Snap
mad.
at him.
I've actually started getting mad at him on Discord for taking liberties with it that I didn't grant him. Like, he just walked up one day and said, "I've changed your character." I'm like, fuck no.
I think that I can't remember what it was that I changed.
You changed an aspect of the world, which is something that I can't actually change since it's your thing.
You kind of helped me actually create some of the story.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the story, actually.
A lot.
And I'm not going to tell you any of it.
A lot of my character's goals turned into something that we talked about together.
Woo!
And he doesn't know what those
Bronson,
goals are
we're going to
yet.
work on your character when we finish recording this, okay?
Yeah.
I mean,
your character
I
needs to work
actually
on it.
have to go do homework. So I need to get
How
off.
long? When?
I don't know. Probably before 8.
I need to work on
How about we all just leave at 8? So we got
All
15
right.
minutes. Okay? Because I was planning on leaving at 8.
Okay.
So perfect.
Think we're going to end this here. We don't have much else to talk about. Little teaser of probably our next season of our podcast.
Woo!
Maybe our third. Depends on what we do. But, farewell.
Bye!
Bye.
Moo.